Hello everyone, my name is Ashley, and I'm a community health worker for the SNAP Ed program. Today, we will be covering some basic information on the coronavirus. For many of us, the information presented will not be new. Before we start, here are a few reminders before you and your family head to the store. 1. Always check the COVID-19 Alert app, which can be downloaded on smartphones from the Google Play Store or from Apple's App Store. 2. If you're not feeling well, stay home. Ask a neighbor or a relative to go to the store for you. Items can be arranged to be left on your porch. 3. Never leave your home without your mask, gloves, and/or hand sanitizer. And 4. Remember to remain at least 6 feet apart from people in every direction when shopping at your favorite grocery store. The older coronavirus has been around since the mid-1960s. However, COVID-19 is a new strand that produces respiratory symptoms. It is also more contagious than the flu, and it can cause multi-inflammatory syndrome in children. To sum it up, the impact of the coronavirus has caused many families to experience difficulties with maintaining household expenses due to unemployment or furlough, and many families have increased risk to food insecurity. Though everyone is at risk for contracting COVID-19, community members that are most vulnerable include elders, those with pre-existing conditions, those who are obese or overweight, and pregnant women. Based on what we've learned thus far, coronavirus is mainly spread through respiratory droplets, meaning that it's airborne, from person to person, close contact, from surfaces or objects that have been touched by a person with the virus, and from those that are asymptomatic. According to the CDC, most infections are spread by those who are asymptomatic. 80% are adults, and approximately 45% are children. Several general symptoms one can experience if COVID-19 is believed to be contracted, such as fever or chills, shortness of breath, loss of taste or smell, or diarrhea. Conversely, there are a few emergency warning signs for COVID-19, such as trouble breathing, persistent pain or pressure in the chest, sudden confusion, inability to wake or stay awake, and blushed lips or face. The deeper understanding about how the virus spreads, as well as what general and emergency symptoms can look like, there are 4 major steps you can take to protect yourself, your family, and community members, such as wearing a mask, staying home whenever possible, especially if sick, and avoiding or limiting gatherings, washing your hands, and if water is not available, using 60% alcohol-based hand sanitizer, and staying 6 feet apart when outside of the home or when you have visitors. So what do you do if you contract the virus? First, you should stay home and contact your healthcare provider. Then, you should either quarantine, meaning you've been exposed, or isolate, meaning you've been diagnosed. In addition, you should contact anybody you've been in contact with to let them know about their possible exposure as well. For testing information, visit local testing sites such as the local health department and federally qualified health centers, participating local pharmacies, and private testing sites. Most people with COVID-19 have mild illness and can recover at home without medical care. For non-healthcare setting treatment, drink lots of fluids, use over-the-counter or prescription medication, percussion beating on the back, and rest but move around if applicable in your quarantine or isolated areas. However, if emergency symptoms occur or persist, please go to designated COVID-19 treatment centers. In all, It is essential to incorporate the COVID-19 guidelines not only into our shopping rituals, but into our daily lives. When we do so, we can ensure that we are doing our part to protect those we love and everyone else around us. Hopefully, this short film on COVID-19 awareness has provided you with some helpful tips and updates. Now, please join us for just 20 seconds more. Before you begin applying hand sanitizer, first you should observe your bottle to make sure it has at least 60% of alcohol content or more. Then you want to begin rubbing it in on the front and backs of your hands, as well as in between, for a minimum of 20 seconds. So how are you doing? I know you're doing great. You only have a little while longer to go. You did it! All done! This concludes this video. Thank you guys for watching. And oh, one last thing. Please remember to let your hands fully dry before you begin shopping.